Hello everyone, I'm Lokesh Sharma, going to talk about what is machine learning and what we have done with it. Before moving to the definition, let's imagine a life without machine learning to understand this better. If we imagine a life without machine learning, then the world's best search engine won't be best because it won't provide us the relevant search result. No friend suggestion and facial recognition on social networking site like Facebook and Instagram. No voice recognition and similarly no product recommendation on e-commerce site. Now these are few examples where machine learning play an important role, but there are many more. Let us understand this more with the definition. So machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence which provides the ability to the system to automatically learn and improve from experiences. And the most important thing is without being explicitly programmed. Now let us understand how machine learning works. Machine learning has four phases: pre-processing, learning, evaluation, and prediction. In pre-processing, we provide the input data. Input data is categorized as training data and test data. Training data is used to train the machine learning model, and test data we also call it validation data, which help us to determine the accuracy of training model. In learning phase, we create a computer program using algorithms. We call it a model. We train this model with the help of training data set to find the patterns among the data. In evaluation phase, we assess our trained model using test data sets, and once the evaluation is done, then our model is ready for the prediction phase. And in prediction phase, we use this model for prediction or decision analysis. This is how machine learning works. Let us understand this whole process with an example. We have some pictures of fruits and their associated labels like apple, mango, banana, oranges, grapes. Now we are going to teach a kid so that he can predict the fruit based on training. So what we will do in pre-processing, we provide the pictures of fruits and associated labels as an input data. We use this data to train our kid. In learning phase, we train the kid using that input data, and in evaluation phase, we provide some pictures of fruit to check whether he or she identifying that pictures correctly or not. Once the evaluation is done, we call it a well-trained kid, which is ready to predict the fruits based on training data. This is how machine learning works. We have implement machine learning in music streaming application. This is the area where artificial intelligence and machine learning really enhance the user experience. Let's see how. Earlier, user used to create their own playlist based on their interest, based on their mood, and mostly there were different playlists for different occasion. Now the era has been changed. Streaming app creates the playlist for us. We have created a machine learning based recommendation engine for one of our streaming application to provide music recommendations. Let's see what we have implemented. This is a music streaming application that we have developed. You can see that the featured section have some interesting list of songs. Now I'm going to play the song Live It Up, which is having genre classical rock and sung by the artist Ted Nugent. Let us understand what recommendation system does in the backend. So when I select this song, the system uses the content-based filtering based on the parameters like artist and genre and applies the cosine similarity algorithm to recommend the songs. Once we get the recommended songs, we will display these songs in the recommendation sections. Now this is the case where a user is new to the application or a user does not have a listening history. Let us understand when a user is having a listening history. Let's assume I'm logged in as another user who has some listening history. So if I'm again select the same song, then the system uses the different algorithm to provide the recommendation songs. Let's understand what system does. In this case, system uses the collaborative filtering on the basis of listening history. Not only pick the artist that I am of the song that I have currently selected, but also pick the artist and genre from his listening history and applies the collaborative filtering algorithm which is a RBM algorithm, the restricted bold mass machine algorithm, to provide the recommendation songs. Once we get the recommendation, we will display these in the recommendation sections. Now the important thing is tools and technology that we have used in developing this recommendation engine. So we have used the restricted bold mass machine algorithm and Python as a programming language to create our model and Amazon SageMaker services to build and train our model. We have also used it to deploy our model. There are various domains where machine learning is making a huge impact. Let's talk about few popular amongst them. So healthcare again, in this domain, machine learning helping the doctor in diagnosing the disease of a patient like whether a tumor is malignant or benign. The second important is e-commerce. There are few examples like Amazon, eBay, which almost exponentially increases their business after implementing the machine learning and artificial intelligence. The third important is finance. The famous American Express processes 1 trillion in the transaction and has 110 million Amex card in operation. They rely heavily on machine learning algorithms to detect fraud in near real time, therefore saving millions of loss. These are few examples, but machine learning has a bright future ahead. We will definitely see some more examples of machine learning and its disruption in future. Thank you.